One person. Faster, faster, faster.
1 year.
We're just getting started. You got 364 days after this. One amazing transformation. I'm Chris Powell.
I'm Heidi Powell.
And this is what we do.
Throw those punches.
You had the potential to be great. And what you don't get is that you still have the potential to be great.
Choose to be different. Choose to change.
Everything you've got, that's what it takes. Go!
Take control of your life.
You've got to get to the reasons why. Because until you find them, you will not transform. What you're about to see will be the most important year in one person's life. What do you want?
I want to be happy.
Welcome to your new life.
Tonight on Extreme Weight Loss, meet Rachel, a bubbly cheerleader turned teacher who's traded pep rallies for pepperoni.
I'm so excited to get home. It's my favorite part of my day. It's like what people say about getting home to their husband, but mine is getting home to my delivery.
Haunted by a broken heart, Rachel has forgotten how to cheer for herself.
I got screwed over by a guy, and I ate myself to over 300 pounds.
I just feel like such a freaking loser. I'm such a waste of talent, a waste of a human being.
Lucky for her, Chris Powell is going to be her knight in shining armor. With help from pop superstar Neo. But when her old habits begin to resurface, Rachel goes from star pupil to self-sabotage.
When things overwhelm me, I eat until I'm numb.
Can Chris pull this former cheerleader to the top of the pyramid? Or will it all come crashing down?
I don't want to be that person that falls on her face. I'm having a hard time with this. I'm sorry. I don't even know what to say. Like, I feel like I can't even answer your questions because I don't... It's like just so gross. It's like not the person I ever thought. And I feel bad, but whenever there was like an overweight girl in dance class when I was a kid, I always looked down on them. And now I just look down on myself because I'm the overweight dancer now.
My name's Rachel. I'm 35 years old, and I'm approximately 150 pounds overweight. Growing up, I was really active. Every free moment I got, I was dancing. I took classes at my studio, and every summer I'd put on a dance show in my garage with all the neighbor kids. In high school, I was on a dance team. In college, I was on a dance team. I loved dancing and moving around and doing cartwheels and just a really active kid.
One of my favorite things is my dance team uniform from UCLA. I was on the team for 3 years and got to go to college football games all over the country, and any cheerleader can come back for as long as they live and wear their uniform and cheer at homecoming. So, I don't even, yeah, so if I can get this to fit again, then I would be able to dance and cheer at the Rose Bowl. I started gaining the weight when I was around 23.
But, looking back, it all kind of rooted in some anxieties that started early on.
I grew up in a very Catholic family. I love the Catholic Church. I teach at a Catholic high school. I go to Mass. And I knew I always felt awkward. Guys started hitting on me when I started getting curves. And, I really didn't date much in high school. I just danced. But I really had to deal with it when I got my first boyfriend.
After college, I was about 22 years old, and
I met a guy at church. He was kind of this sexy Latin guy that I'd never dated before. We actually went salsa dancing, and he would send me flowers at work almost every Friday. I was trying to save my virginity for my husband, but then it got really serious, and we talked about marriage. We talked about a future. I just fell in love with him, and for me, it was my first time. For him, it wasn't. And he cheated on me and totally betrayed me. I guess I was naive to think I don't know, maybe that he was serious, that he really loved me. He made me feel so little and so worthless and so disposable. Food helped numb things. It's like the boyfriend that won't leave you.
Hey guys, pizza's here.
hi. I usually get home pretty late from work and I'm starving. So I go online, order pizza and the breadsticks and the chicken, and I pretend like there's a room full of people, or I'll say something so that the delivery guy can hear it. Hey guys, pizza's here. Even though it's all for me, but I don't want him to think that. You know, I was looking at my last bank statement and it's like fast food, Italian delivery, Chinese food, Mexican food, pizza. It's probably $2,000 in food delivery.
I'm so excited to get home. It's my favorite part of my day. It's like what people say about getting home to their husband, but no, mine is like getting home to my delivery. It's a pretty lonely relationship though, because at the end of the night, I'm still sitting in my apartment by myself.
Guys don't ask me out. Maybe a guy like from high school will look me up and then we'll go out drinking one night and end up hooking up. I mean, that's the kind of thing that my last 10 years has been about. I think that cheerleader, that kick-ass girl is still in there. She's definitely got a lot of layers of stuff that have piled on over the years. I honestly can't believe that this is what I look like.
The old Rachel was kick-ass. Like, I was motivated and confident and energetic and alive. I don't like myself, that's for sure. I just feel like such a freaking loser. And just a waste of talent, a waste of a human being. I need Chris Powell because I think that if he could help me and believe in me and teach me what he knows, then I could get back to who I was.
So hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and stop.
Teaching dance has changed so much over the last, 13 years. Because as the weight comes on, I do less. It's a lot more talking and coaching and verbal commands versus actually demonstrating.
Get these counts! Hey, there you go!
All right, so I'm here at Notre Dame High School in Los Angeles right now, where Rachel's actually coaching the dance team.
Yes! That's it!
I'm the school mascot right now. She has no idea that I'm here, but I'm about to swoop in and give her the surprise of her life. Look no further for your knight in shining armor, because Rachel, I'm choosing you for the transformation of your life.
Oh my gosh, when the mask opened up and I realized it was him, right here at Notre Dame High School, I've been dreaming of this moment, but then when it actually happens, it's oh my gosh, it just happened.
We read your letter, and everything that you've wanted, everything that you've asked for, well, that's what we're here to do, is we're here to give you that opportunity. And if you really want it, then over the next 365 days, you're gonna make it happen.
Okay, I'm ready. Right. I'm totally ready. I'm excited, but I'm also so humbled that he chose me, and I'm absolutely going to work my hardest.
I'm taking her away. I hope you guys don't mind. She's in good hands. We're leaving for boot camp.
Okay.
3 months in Colorado. Before we leave for Denver, I need to know what I'm working with. So it's time for your first land.
I had goosebumps. I was tearing up even, and you can just tell she wants it so bad, and we're all just so happy for her.
All right, now, girls, what your coach is about to do, it takes a ton of courage, because I'm going to ask her to take her shirt off, and you're going to step on the scale in front of them and in front of America, because transformation isn't about hiding. It's not about protecting the addiction. It's about exposing it. And once you bring it to light, it's not going to control you anymore. No one's going to judge you here. Right?
Right.
Nothing but love and unconditional support here.
Taking my shirt off in the middle of this football field in front of all these kids who I'm supposed to be teaching them how to be fit and dance, and I'm clearly not a good example. It was terrifying.
All right, Rachel, go ahead and take that first step.
I do feel like I deserve this because I know what I give to things when I say yes to them. I know I have the tenacity and the go-get-em to do this. So I deserve it. I deserve to be happy and healthy. So I'm gonna do it. All
right, Rachel, you weigh 309 pounds. That's your starting weight.
I don't want to be there again. That's for sure.
I got good news for you.
Okay.
You won't be.
Good, yeah.
I'll tell you straight up. 90 days boot camp with me and Heidi, you could lose 75 pounds. How's that sound?
Okay. If you think I can do it, I can do it. All right.
I know you can do it.
Okay.
We got a fight to catch. What do you say?
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Here we go.
Let's get out of here.
Coming up,
No, don't go there. It's so hard. I'm sorry. This is not what you want. I can't right now.
and later, see how she looks after 1 full year.
For the next 90 days, Rachel's going to be going through everything that she needs to learn to transform for the rest of her life. Welcome to the University of Colorado Anschutz Health and Wellness Center.
Wow, this is nice.
It blows my mind to think about this girl who was once a UCLA cheerleader. How somehow she let herself go to 309 pounds. Physically, what have you always wanted to do but you could never do because your weight held you back?
I'd love to perform professionally for a crowd. Like, to feel that rush, like with 100,000 people watching. I mean, like, I can't even imagine. I don't know the career I could have had because I never auditioned. Because as soon as I started gaining weight, it was like, what's the point? I haven't performed as a dancer in a really long time. You know, I mean, I went the coaching route and the choreography route, and that's been great, but I miss it. I'd love to give it a shot again.
How about emotionally? What is it that you need to clear from your past?
Do we have to talk about this right now?
Clearly, because it's holding you back.
I mean, I know I have some emotional healing to do. The first intimate boyfriend I had totally screwed me over. I just kind of like put the personal life on hold and figured I'll just work really hard. You know, I'll give everything to my students.
If you don't have that closure, you'll never completely transform.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you right now, if you don't clear your past, it will hold you back from your future. For Rachel, her whole life was being this object of beauty, as being this cheerleader, being this dancer, and she was so wrapped up in that identity that the moment that she started to lose it just a little bit, she let it all go.
It's a lot easier to kind of put the blinders on.
Yeah, but
I know.
you paid the price for that.
Yeah.
Rachel's challenge this year is to find herself again, to create her own identity, to build her self-esteem and her confidence as a strong woman. It's not going to be easy. All right.
Okay.
You ready?
I am. I'm ready. I'm excited.
Okay.
Okay.
Get some sleep.
All right.
Because we've got a big day tomorrow.
I know.
Very first workout.
So it's the night before my fight or flight. I'm really nervous. I can't really sleep. I mean, I've watched the show. I know that Chris breaks people down. And I'm just soul searching, like, just how I got here. You know, my ex-boyfriend is one person that, you know, if I can trace it back when I really started gaining weight, it's after that breakup and after he treated me, like, so poorly and made me feel like just in the past. I'd looked him up and not been able to find him. And tonight, I finally find him, and he's dead. There's his obituary. He died last summer, falling to his death skydiving. I don't know what I feel right now, because I'm mad, I'm sad, I feel sick to my stomach, I'm nervous about my fight or flight. I don't know, there's a lot in my head right now.
Well, Rachel, does this bring back memories?
Yeah, a lot of memories, a lot of college football games.
So today for Rachel's workout, I want to take her back to the field. I want to take her back to that place where she spent years as a UCLA cheerleader. You lived and you breathed and you ate and you slept this.
Yeah.
You were an athlete. So it's time to get back to that.
Okay.
And that's why, Rachel, welcome to your fight or flight. I want her to recapture those memories and realize that, hey, that athlete that was there, she's still inside. You stay on the sidelines, and you're going to hit all corners.
Okay.
Opposite corners, burpees. Opposite corners, toe touches. I always have that question inside, like, why? Why did she go from being an athlete to over 309 pounds? Clearly, Rachel has a lot of emotional baggage that she still hasn't let go of. Believe it or not, you can move faster than this. I know you don't think you can. When I say you're going to surprise yourself, you have to scare yourself first.
Okay. The workout was tough. Like, it was a lot tougher than I thought.
Come on. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Do you even belong here? Like, this is what I'm going to ask of you every single day. Can you deliver it? Can you bring it? You call yourself an athlete. Bring that athlete. Discover her. It's all in your mind. I could tell there was something wrong with Rachel. I could tell there was something that she needed to get out. What happened?
I just gave up.
Was it all because of him? That one guy?
No, don't go there.
And it didn't take long for that to happen.
I don't want to talk about him. And I just found out he died. And I feel like I can never talk to him now. It's so hard. I'm sorry. This is not what you want on camera, I know.
His influence in your life had a profound impact on you, but he didn't make you feel this big. You did.
But it's like
I
waited 22 years.
I know.
You know, and then I did for him, and he just stumbled on it, you know. I've struggled with the morality of having sex before marriage. And it's like, I know I'm so uncomfortable, like, airing all this stuff about sex. That's what's so hard about, I mean, I'm trying not to be uncomfortable.
It doesn't matter what he thinks.
I know.
And I'm sorry you didn't get the closure that you needed.
I know.
You will get that closure this year because this is your journey, nobody else's. And this is your year to take that control back. He didn't put you on the sidelines. You put yourself on the sidelines.
I know.
Pointing the finger at him for over 10 years. Time to turn that finger around.
Okay.
You put that finger on yourself.
Okay.
Okay? For years growing up, Rachel created this identity around being this good Catholic girl. And when she didn't feel like that anymore, she attached her self-esteem and all of her confidence to what other people thought about her, especially men. I don't know if he was a good person or a bad person. I don't know. But I care about you. This is your life. And I know you are a great person. And you're going to make a huge difference in this world. That's why you're here right now.
People get dumped all the time. Why is it has made me such a mess? I feel like I'm just weak. Like I should have been able to bounce back from a bad relationship, that I haven't. This last relationship I've had.
You just closed off.
I mean, I've like dated guys, but they're always like just treating me horribly. You know?
You don't love yourself. You don't value yourself.
I know. I know I don't. There'd be times I would eat. I'd just be like, I want to see how fat I can get, you know? It's just like, let's do it. Let's make myself hurt.
And are you doing that to protect yourself from getting your heart broken again?
Probably. It's almost easier, like, when nobody hits on you, you know? Because it's like... But then you get lonely, you know? And then you go and end up just, like, hooking up with some stupid idiot who really doesn't deserve you. Which only makes you feel worse, you know?
You're not living right now. You're not living at all. So it's time to turn all of that around. That's why you're here right now.
Yeah.
Time to start valuing yourself. And surrounding yourself with valuable people, not losers.
Yeah.
You're better than that. You just need to start believing it. And I don't expect you to get it right away.
I know.
Baby steps.
Okay.
We'll get you there.
I know.
All right?
Thank you so much.
She gave him her heart. But along with it, she gave him her identity. She gave him her confidence, and she gave him her self-worth. When he left her, she lost it all. And she lost herself in the process. It's time for you to start cheering for yourself again.
I think I can work on that.
Coming up,
Rachel, the one and only Rio.
and later.
Something was brought to my attention, and I didn't believe it. For me, like right off the bat, red flags are going off. So for the first time in Rachel's transformation, I'm worried. So now that Rachel's at boot camp, first thing that she's got to do is medical exams. We need to make sure that Rachel is physically ready for this because it's going to be grueling.
My waist is to be the size of my side. We looked at your body composition.
Okay.
And you turned out to be about 50% body fat. About 50%.
I'm 50% fat at this point. So, some work to do.
Do you have any idea kind of how your extra body weight may be having?
I know it's made my blood pressure go up. When I first got here, we had to do all kinds of medical testing, and one of the things Dr. Holly was worried about, I guess, was my heart, which I had no idea was an issue. It really freaked me out because I never thought I had any kind of heart disease.
The main reason that I wanted you to do a stress test, you're pretty young, but your father had triple vessel bypass early in his 40s. And how old are you?
35. I just kind of had a wake-up call about my health because I've really wanted to lose weight, I guess, you know, for aesthetic purposes or for just because I want to look good, but I got really scared that I've damaged my body permanently.
try. I don't know if I can.
The first few weeks of boot camp have been brutal on my body.
35 years you quit. Come on, let me see what you got, because not this time. Lay into it now. Come on, Rachel, come on.
But it's also been really cool because I've seen already little improvements and victories, and my mile time's faster, and so it's cool to see progress quickly. It helps me like keep the motivation.
Good. So you know you will be tested this year more than ever. And that's how you know you're on the right path. I think it's so important for Rachel to focus on herself. One of the biggest things that she struggled with is finding value from other men in her life. This is your year. It's your time. Rachel's true transformation is about her loving herself. I think that's going to be the biggest challenge for Rachel in the next year and beyond.
This is gonna sound so pathetic, but I'm finding myself falling into the same pattern. I'm here in Colorado and I meet a guy at the gym and he gets my number and I'm like so excited because someone's interested in me. So much of my worth is determined on whether or not he texts back or if he wants to come to see me. And I'm mad at myself that I'm falling into the same pattern because I deserve more. I'm starting to think or realize or believe I deserve more.
All right, Rachel, let's get pumped. So today we're going to do a warrior dash. And this is something that Rachel has never done. For years, Rachel has gotten all of her value from what men think about her. I want to see her realize that she can get all of her value in giving her best effort to this. Here we go. 1, let's go. Here we go.
I was a little nervous. At home, a lot of my girlfriends are really fit, and they like to do adventurous outings like mud runs, and I've always kind of been the fat girl trying to keep up.
All the training that we've been doing, it's going to just translate it to what we're doing here, okay?
Okay. Honestly, when we first started running, he kind of set a quicker pace.
You got this, Rach.
I'm tired.
You got this.
I hate how fatigued I feel.
I was a little worried that I wasn't in as good a shape as I thought.
Now walking, shuffle through.
Okay.
I was a little disappointed in myself.
Rachel, come on. Come on.
Okay.
Let's go. Come on, speed those emails.
I really struggled, mostly when we got to the just longer running parts.
Just keep breathing. Short steps. We're not 10 minutes into the race, and she's struggling. I mean, the air's thin up here. It's 10,000 feet in elevation, and so she's huffing and puffing. I see Rachel starting to defeat herself mentally. Just slow your breathing, all right?
There was a part of me that really wanted to impress Chris.
I got this. I got this.
Sure?
I got this.
So I didn't want to disappoint him and him think, ooh, I thought she could do this, and she's still weak.
I got it.
I know I weigh a lot.
I can lift a lot.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Come on, come on, come on. There you go.
Okay.
One of the dreams I had was to be able to finally do these fun, active things, like a mud run.
Come on. You can do it. No, you're not. You got it, Rachel.
I thought, oh, I hope I can like pull myself up. And then the muscles were there. And I thought, oh, okay, I'm getting stronger.
Hi, girl. That's what I want to see. That's it. Come on.
I can do this.
That's it. Good. When Rachel had overcome the wall, that's when the switch got flipped. It's all downhill from here.
All right. I like it.
Her performance went through the roof. She started running faster. She started climbing faster. Hi, girl. Yeah, there you go. She started having fun while she was doing it. Because she wasn't trying to do it to impress me anymore. She realized, I'm just there to support her and to be her friend. There you go. And all she has to do is pick herself back up, put one foot in front of the other. Beautiful. And finish the race. That's it. And that's exactly what she did.
I'm freaking proud. I'm feeling good about myself for the first time in a long time. And I think saying it out loud is nice to acknowledge.
Rachel, you earned it. There you go.
Thank you.
Good job. Today, I've got something really special lined up for Rachel. What's up, buddy?
How's everything?
Good, how you doing? Good to see you.
How are you?
Oh my gosh, I'm Rachel.
Meeting Rocco was pretty cool. I was pretty excited because I didn't know that's what was going to happen. I just walked into the grocery store and there he was.
So we're here because she's on the road all day long. She comes back, she's exhausted, she sleeps, she wakes up, she does it all over again. More than anything today, we're looking to teach her how to shop fast and how to make fast meals.
Okay.
Yes,
Cool?
that would be awesome.
You know, a lot of people use the excuse of don't have time to shop. But if you have a plan, you walk in and you just buy what you need to prepare menus that are already laid out, you're probably going to accomplish a lot in very little time. So if you're going to buy for the week, what you need to do is pick 2 or 3 unripe ones. Those are the ones that are firm.
Do you put them in the fridge? Or do you put
No, you never refrigerate avocados. You want about 4 ounces of protein per portion. You'll buy some fish for today and tomorrow. In 3 or 4 days, fish will be not so good anymore, so plan to eat meat on those days.
Okay.
Pretty much shop the perimeter, which I've heard is a good thing to do because you don't need the middle, really.
Do you like turkey?
I like turkey and chicken.
Awesome, turkey and chicken. So I happen to like turkey a little bit more than chicken because it's higher in protein, lower in fat, tastes better.
Okay.
So let's find some turkey.
I guess when I go to the store, I get sidetracked. It's like, oh, look at this. Oh, look at that, you know.
What's your favorite type of sauce?
I like ranch.
I'm going to change your ranch world forever. One of the things that she loves very much is pizza dipped in ranch dressing. You know, ranch is usually made with sour cream, mayonnaise, that kind of thing. Could you open that up for me? Who's heard of such a thing? Pizza dipped in ranch? Tell me that that's a real thing, one of you people out there. So it turns out that free Greek yogurt and lemon juice taste just like sour cream. I showed her how to make an alternative that is a fraction of the calories and fat.
Well, 3-way cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's a great snack.
That's really good. Thank you so much.
Rocco, you're
Thank
man.
you.
Just because I'm eating healthy doesn't mean it has to taste like crap.
Hey.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Hi.
There's something I wanted to talk to you about. Sometime at boot camp, Rachel ended up meeting some guy.
Okay.
Something was brought to my attention just a couple weeks ago, and I didn't believe it
Okay.
until somebody sent me this.
Okay.
It was brought to my attention that sometime at boot camp, Rachel ended up meeting some guy. Something was brought to my attention just a couple weeks ago, and I didn't believe it
Okay.
until somebody sent me this.
Okay.
So that's you right there.
Mm-hmm.
A little goodbye kiss,
Yeah.
and then it looks like you go back into the apartment. You don't have to answer any of these questions, but are you guys serious?
I met him when I first got here at boot camp when I was 309 pounds, and he still asked for my phone number.
No, she told me in her letter that she's longing for a deep and meaningful relationship, but I don't see much that's deep and meaningful, especially when she's going to be at boot camp for 90 days and then leave. Is he planning on moving to California with her? Are they going to pursue a long-distance relationship? Doesn't seem that way.
Honestly, if you had said, at the beginning of boot camp, don't have anybody over, we don't want you, seeing anybody romantically, I would have been like, okay. I know it's not going anywhere because I'm going home and his life is here.
And that's when I had to stop her. I was like, well, wait a second. Isn't this everything that you don't want to be moving forward? Isn't this who you said you didn't want to be in your letter to me? I wanted to make sure that you're finding that value in yourself, and especially when I hear that, okay, well, I know it's not going to be a long-term thing. For me, it sounds like hooking up. And I know that that's something that you've been trying to get away from for the longest time. She's looking to men to make her feel confident that she should be growing from within. We spent so much time at boot camp, and it seems like we've made so much progress. And now I'm finding her reverting back to those old patterns and those old habits.
You know, I am invested in this year.
I know.
100%.
Yeah.
And I don't want to make the same mistakes.
Beware of those old habits and patterns.
Yeah.
And we don't want you to fall into that trap again.
You're right. I don't want to fall in that trap.
Heads up, you're going to get a lot of attention.
I need to push it out of my head because I can't have distractions here. So, sorry dude, you're not worth it.
First half of boot camp, I was very out of shape, clearly. A lot of it was just about getting used to working out every day and trying to not sweat as much, get through the workouts, basically. But the second half of boot camp, I felt like I was hitting my stride and I was actually, becoming a little bit of a badass.
After confronting Rachel about her visitor, she is 100% committed to this program. All right, here we go. This is it. The Great Sand Dunes. So today, I want to show her how much she can accomplish when she believes in herself. Racing to the top.
Okay. I didn't think that there were sand dunes in Colorado. It looks like Death Valley National Park. And actually, you look one way, and it's all these trees and forest, and then you look the other way, and it's all this sand.
Come on, Rachel. You got this now. Come on. That's it. Dig those feet in.
That, whatever, 10 minutes getting up that dune, I was panting and gasping. And I think I was inhaling sand, too.
Come on, Rachel. Get up here with me.
Try.
Come on now.
It was like running like this. It was windy, and the sand was like blowing in my eyes and in my mouth, and I was inhaling it. And at one point I thought, there's no way we're going to get up, because every time I took 3 steps forward, I fell back 4.
Get up here with me. We're going to do this together.
I'm gonna slip again.
No, you're good. Don't do it. Come on, just move those feet. Physically, Rachel can accomplish anything she sets her mind to. I mean, she's one of the most athletic women I've ever trained. We're almost there. Let's go. Come on, just dig those fingers. And now that she believes in herself, the sky's the limit. Look at this. He did it.
Holy crap.
You know you're losing weight when you can do this with your pants.
Come on, make those ropes dance. Come on. Gotta hear it. Yell. You got this. Come on, Rachel. Come on.
The biggest change has probably been my level of energy. Just being alive.
Pick the barbell up, pike forward, pop it up, elbows forward toward me. Beautiful.
I know I'm leaving boot camp with 0 regrets. I really put 110% into every day. Being chosen by Chris and given this opportunity, and for him to put this much faith in me made me just feel like I matter. I'm worth something. I'm proud of myself, and I deserve this, and it feels really good.
Coming into Rachel's 90-day weigh-in, I'm not worried. I'm not even nervous. Honestly, Rachel has done so well. And when it comes to diet, when it comes to exercise, when it comes to just embracing this process with enthusiasm, she's done it all. You have given your blood, sweat, and tears to this process over the last 90 days, and look where it got you.
Yeah.
That's why I want to see what this number is.
Okay, let's do it.
I've had dream clients before that have seemed to do everything right and have still missed their goals. So, I mean, anything really can happen. All right, Rachel, take a look at this. 90 days ago, when you stepped on the scale, you weighed in at 309 pounds. And I gave you the goal to lose 75 pounds over the last 90 days. So today, when you step on the scale, if it says 234 pounds or less, you hit your goal.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Go ahead and step up on the scale.
Stepping on the scale for my 90-day weigh-in, I knew I wanted to see at least 234 pounds, but I wanted to beat my goal by at least 5 pounds, if not more. These last 3 weeks, I really just had it in my sights that I wanted to knock the goal out of the park. So I was confident, anxious, excited to see what it said.
Today, when you step on the scale, if it says 234 pounds or less, you hit your goal. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Go ahead and step up on the scale.
Stepping on the scale for my 90-day weigh-in, I wanted to beat my goal by at least 5 pounds, if not more. I was confident, anxious, excited to see what it said. I truly was so excited. You know, when I saw the number, I knew what I wanted, and then it was better than what I wanted. I'm a little embarrassed that maybe I got too excited. I am a little embarrassed, honestly.
When was the last time you were 224 pounds?
I mean, almost 10 years.
Wow.
So it's been a long time, but it's been a really long time since I felt this good.
Yes, you're losing the weight, but you're keeping promises to yourself.
Yeah.
You're opening up. You're talking about things, and you're addressing things that you never thought you would before. So you're unloading all of that emotional weight that you've carried around for years.
I know. It feels good.
Rachel has done so well. And when it comes to diet, when it comes to exercise, when it comes to just embracing this process with enthusiasm, she's done it all. It's not about Rachel losing the weight because she's got that part down. But can she really change as a person? I think that's going to be the biggest challenge for Rachel in phase 2. How excited are you to be out there on the field dancing with the girls?
I have a surprise for them.
Oh, do you?
I do.
Oh, this should be interesting.
I'm excited to get home and go back to work and be this dance teacher that I've always wanted to be, and maybe I kind of started out as, but
if I did, I lost it real quick.
Got a big day tomorrow.
I know, more workouts.
Well, you're heading home.
Oh, yeah. Do we work out before we go home?
Of course. We'll work out before we go home. The last 90 days with Rachel have been absolutely amazing. Wow! She has surpassed all of our expectations, and she's gone above and beyond with everything that she's done. You look incredible.
Thank you.
Tell me you
good.
feel as good as you look.
Oh my gosh, I feel amazing, and even just being able to wear like regular mall clothes is like so exciting.
Those are skinny jeans.
These are skinny jeans, which I never thought I could wear.
Yet another victory.
Yes.
So, let's talk about your Phase 2 goal.
Okay.
In the next 3 months, 6-month mark, I want you to be 180 pounds.
Okay.
It's gonna be 44 pounds.
I haven't been 180 since maybe 22, 23 years old.
Well, I'll be honest with you, as soon as you leave here, the real battle begins.
Yeah. You know, I know how much I've changed, but I know that it's only been 3 months, so everything back home is still the same. And so I'm hoping that I can like incorporate my new lifestyle and do something that's pretty much probably the same as what I left.
So in 3 months,
all right,
it's gonna be your 6-month milestone. And I know how much you love to dance.
Yes.
So, I got a buddy. He's a really good dancer.
Okay.
You might know his name, Neo.
Oh my gosh.
Neo is gonna be a part of your 6-month milestone.
No way! Wait, for real? When Chris told me I might have the chance to dance with Neo, I definitely got a little flutter in my stomach.
So you know him?
Well, I don't know him like you know him. I'm gonna have to start getting into some hip-hop classes and getting my fitness up, my stamina up, because if I'm gonna dance next to him, I have to bring it.
We're a good team, but now you're on your own. I'm gonna see you in 3 months.
Okay, sounds good. All right.
All right.
Saying goodbye to Chris, it was bittersweet. I've been really excited to come home, but I did get choked up saying goodbye to him because boot camp was overall a really positive experience. I mean, I hit my goal. I worked super hard. I got close to him and Heidi, and I felt a lot of support and love, and I'm just hoping I can feel that same way at home and be as successful. I am so ready to be a better example for my students. Now I'm truly a better example of a healthy woman, especially teenage girls. There's a lot of body image issues, and I want to teach them what I know about nutrition and exercise and really help them grow into healthy young women. Bring it on.
Walking through that curtain, I just was so filled with joy and prayer and thanksgiving. I saw the joy that just rose from her toes all the way through into her eyes.
Hearing the marching band and seeing all those people scream just reminded me of when I would run out onto the field at the Rose Bowl at UCLA when I was a cheerleader there. I felt proud, I felt pretty, I felt confident. It was good.
I'm so excited for Coach Paul to come back. I know she's going to do great, and we're going to be her support system here. We'll all be here for her. We're just so happy for her.
I'm home from boot camp. I've lost 85 pounds in 90 days. My mom's face was, I'd never seen her like that. I mean, she was like, she wanted to cry, but then she was getting all like twisted up. I will never forget that face. I've learned so much about nutrition, so much about exercise, and finding things I'm good at. And like I said, like finding a fire inside of me that I'm used to just giving to the girls, which I love, but now I have it like also for myself and my own happiness. And I've been really unhappy for a long time. And Notre Dame and like these girls have been a ray of light over the last 12 years. So I'm so grateful to be back here for my reveal. I'm excited to teach dance the way I used to. So, girls, if you thought I pushed you last year, that wasn't anything, okay? So get ready to do some burpees. This reveal was seriously one of the best days of my life. It was exactly what I needed and more than I could have imagined to come home to. It just helps to know that we're in this together. I felt their support, so let's do this together moving on. I can't believe you guys all did it. I've been home for a few days, and I'm excited to get back to work and, see my students and share with them what I've learned. Hey, girls! Are you ready for practice? Yeah. We always stretch together, and I always used to stretch with them when I was overweight, but it's a lot easier now. And then obviously I'm trying to incorporate more strengthening exercises while we warm up and stretch. And so I was a little surprised that some of them were struggling.
If I'm in the splits and y'all aren't, then you do burpees. I'm doing a lot of burpees.
I want them to sweat, and I want them to come out of each class feeling at least a little bit of what I would feel after a workout with Chris.
So I want you guys to actually go get in uniform so we can work on a dance and I can see what it's gonna look like at the game. All right? So go change.
I sent my students away to go change in their uniforms so that when they came back, I could, see the fight song in uniform, and I had a little bit of surprise for them. Hey, girls.
In the first hour of Extreme Weight Loss, Chris chose Rachel,
Look no further for your knight in shining armor.
a former UCLA cheerleader who lost her spirit after a failed relationship.
He made me feel so worthless and so, disposable. Food helped numb things. It's like the boyfriend that won't leave you.
Rachel lost 85 pounds in the first 90 days and returned home as the teacher she always wanted to be.
If I'm in the splits and y'all aren't, then you do burpees.
In the next hour, Chris enlists pop star Neo to teach this former dancer some new moves.
I do not remember the last time I felt that good or sexy or confident dancing.
But when Rachel's food addiction resurfaces, it threatens to destroy all the progress she's made.
Here, I was, killing it, and it's why am I messing it all up?
I sent my students to go change in their uniforms, and I had a little bit of surprise for them. Hey, girls. What do you think? Honestly, I expected them to maybe scream or jump on me, but they mostly just kind of looked like they were in disbelief.
You would always expect that. I haven't put on a cheerleading uniform in 13, 14 years.
It felt really good to be in a cheer uniform with my students, healthy and toned. I mean, they would say, "Oh, coach, your legs are so toned. I can't believe, how did they get that way?" And I said, "Well, a lot of running."
NDHS, fight.
They wanted to know what I had done because they want to do more of it.
I'm back. Get ready for a great season. I can't wait to teach you guys everything I've been learning, and we're gonna kill it.
And they want to be like me. I mean, that felt really good.
You guys are my little partners in this, right? Yeah. So phase 2 on 3. 1, 2, 3. Phase 2! All right.
Phase 2 is a mystery. I feel confident, but I'm also trying to be realistic. I don't want to be naive to the fact that real life is going to get tough.
Just finished my first hour. About to do a second. Got a good sweat going on. Burning calories.
I started the day at 5:30 at the gym with my trainer. I have so much energy these days. I'm probably in better shape than I've been in a really long time. My 6-month milestone is dancing with Neo. And I'm definitely freaking out because, I'm getting in good shape. I'm working out every day, but being in dancing shape is totally different. So I just finished day 2 of Masters Pro Dance Workshop at Cal State Long Beach. Guess who won? Hardest working. I did. It's homecoming at UCLA. I'm outside of the Rose Bowl. I'm in my old uniform, and I'm about to cheer on the field in front of 90,000 people at a sold-out game. And I'm here in uniform at the Rose Bowl. Oh, I should stretch.
On the occasion of you cheering at the first homecoming as an alumni, we salute you. We are so proud of you.
Thank you. Cheers. Beat the Wildcats. New jeans that are a size 10. I can't wait to put them on. I think I want to stick the 10-10-10 sticker on my forehead. So I just weighed in at 197 this morning. I'm in Wonderland. I'm really excited about it, which means I've lost 112 pounds. And this student here, Miss Madison, weighs 112 pounds, which means when I used to walk up these stairs every day at work and get winded, I was basically carrying Madison on my back. So we're going to practice that. So this is what I used to do every day. And now when I get to the top, I get to put her down, which I used to have to wear it around. This is about how I felt at the top. Usually, I'd be out of breath, and I'd have to go teach class. But now, I need to let her go.
Yay!
Yay! Here we have our Thanksgiving buffet. Really love this food. I have my own massive plate. Everything was going really great until I got to Thanksgiving, a holiday with a lot of food, and that's just when things really started to fall apart.
I'm a food addict. Food is highly addictive, and I am going to fight this every day for the rest of my life. I get really scared that I'm not good enough, and when things overwhelm me, I eat until I'm numb. And I've pretty much eaten junk food for 3 days. I don't want this for myself. Like, I don't want a life of obesity. And I don't want to be weak. And I don't want to be that person that falls on her face and goes back into old habits. I'm a little stressed out, emotional. Obviously, I want to hit my goal. I'm afraid I'm not. I'm afraid I'm not going to hit it, even though I feel like phase 2 is way harder than phase 1. My head is what messes with me the most. And I guess not only today am I like hoping I hit my goal, but I'm just thinking like, what if I look like an idiot tomorrow?
I'm here in Venice Beach, California to see Rachel for her 6-month weigh-in. Oh my gosh! And this beautiful woman starts riding up on a bike. And I'm thinking, is that Rachel? Phase 2 appears to be really good for you. She looks amazing. I mean, oh, what a difference 3 months makes. Because clearly she's put in some work. I mean, clearly you look different. But how was phase 2?
Phase 2 was not as easy as I was hoping. I mean, you kept saying it was going to be really hard, and I was trying to prepare myself, but it's definitely had like some super high highs and some super low lows. I have been struggling with binge eating. The workouts I love, and I have been really great at them, but I have not been perfect with my nutrition. I have a major problem with binging. When I get really emotional, when I get overwhelmed, I want to just eat everything I can until I'm numb, until I feel sick to my stomach and I don't feel anymore. Where I have just binged to the point of illness because that's what I've always done. I don't want to be the bad kid, and I don't want to disappoint you.
I will never be disappointed. So many people come into this process of transformation thinking, oh, you know, it's going to be the diet and the exercise. You know, it's going to be tough. I'm not sure if I can do it. That's the easy part. The most difficult part is the self-reflection and really finding out the reasons why. I'm proud of you for being honest, and I'm honored the fact that you actually feel safe enough to tell me. Because if you felt like you couldn't tell me because I'd be that disappointed in you, you wouldn't tell me. You would keep it a secret, and it would hurt you that much more.
Yeah.
That kind of reflection is difficult, but ultimately that's what sets us free. We're all human. Like,
Yeah.
we're all in this together, and I mean this wholeheartedly. I don't expect you to be perfect. You're going to fall on your face hundreds of times for the rest of your life. As long as you can just keep getting yourself back up and keep moving forward, then you're going to win in the long run.
Well,
Take a
I'm
deep breath.
obviously
Look.
worried because I think this goal is going to be close, and I hope I didn't mess it up.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Yes.
Ready to step on the scale?
Yes. As I'm about to step on the scale, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking about those 5 binges. You know, those are calories in that were not necessary.
90 days ago, when you stepped on the scale, you weighed in at 224 pounds. I gave you the goal to lose 44 pounds over the last 3 months. So today, when you step on the scale, if it says 180 pounds or less, you hit your goal.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and step up on the scale.
Definitely learned that I have an impulse control problem / addiction with food. I really want to hit this goal. I want to hit every goal Chris sets for me this year. And yet I'm just like, oh, please, like, I hope I didn't mess things up. I was nervous. I knew it was going to be close.
Oh, you're good. You look good. Unbelievable. Rachel is so dialed in, even slipping up a handful of times, she still hit her goal and surpassed it by a pound. You lost 45 pounds in 3 months in phase 2. That's the hardest phase for everybody.
Oh my gosh.
And it was even hard for you.
Yeah, it was.
I'm so proud of her, not just for the weight loss, but because of the leaps and bounds she took in her own transformation over the last 3 months. For being open and authentic and confessing all the struggles that she's had. That's huge. So let's talk about phase 3. Right now, you're at 42% of your original body weight lost.
That's crazy.
So let's get you as close to 50% as possible.
Okay.
Because when I walk you into that skin surgeon, I don't want to give him the option to say no.
Right. It's very important that I qualify. I don't want to have pounds of skin hanging off me because that you can't lose without the help of a doctor.
So tomorrow's a huge day. This is your 6-month milestone.
I know.
I mean, this is Neo. He's a pop megastar, and he's one of the best dance artists out there.
I know.
And I expect you to impress him.
I know. I hope so. I'm really nervous. I'm not going to lie, but
I have a feeling you're going to do just fine.
Okay.
So it's going to be a big day.
yeah, I'm excited. The finish line is right there, and I want skin removal surgery. I want to feel like I'm not nervous every time I step on the scale at the doctor's office. Like, how cool would it be to walk in and be like, yeah, that's what I weigh? I don't even remember what that feels like. It's been so long. So today's the day of my 6-month milestone.
Here we are.
No.
Nervous?
Yeah. I'm just really excited to see what we're going to be doing. I know I'm going to be dancing. I believe I'm meeting Neo. I mean, it's going to be so cool.
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah. Ready.
Take a deep breath.
Okay.
Here we go.
It didn't seem real. The thought of even like trying to dance somewhat professionally with like a major recording artist seemed really, really scary.
How you doing?
Rachel, the one and only.
My name is Neo. I am a multi-platinum, 3-time Grammy Award-winning singer, songwriter, and producer. But I don't like to brag.
Well, of course, I told Neo all about you and your journey. I mean, the fact that you've lost 130 pounds down.
Yeah.
Congrats.
He knows that you're a dancer as well.
Yeah.
And your whole history.
No. Once a dancer, always a dancer. Don't say was. You are a dancer.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
Coming into the challenge, I knew that she was a dancer. I knew that, she had let herself go and that she was on her way back. I knew that she was doing fantastic as far as the weight loss. And Chris told me to set up a challenge for her, so I had him bring her on by, see what she could do.
Okay.
This wouldn't be a milestone without some kind of challenge. So Neo and I were talking, and your challenge today is to learn the choreography to this whole dance.
Okay.
My biggest concern is that Rachel still thinks she's 309 pounds in her head. She hasn't gotten used to this new body yet. I know she's making incredible progress, but I want her to be able to express herself. I want her to get out there and dance and have fun.
We go, dun, dun. Any poses you want on those, dun, 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 dun.
It was more about like me relaxing and finding the old confidence and feeling the music and dancing than it was necessarily getting the steps. There was one part that was like really embarrassing. I looked over and Chris Powell was trying to dance.
As Rachel starts dancing, I mean, she's feeling it. It starts coming up. Something's bubbling up inside of me, and I just can't stop it. And I think Neo was impressed.
Chris, great guy. Don't dance. Please.
It's weird. I don't get it because Heidi never lets me dance in public. But I've got moves. Like, I can definitely feel like I got rhythm, and I get creative. I can come up with all kinds of stuff like that, you know?
She was amazing. She really came in here and captured the essence of the choreography. That's what I think was dope.
All right, Rachel, time is up. You ready to put it all together and take it from the top?
Yes, definitely.
All right, Neo, you ready?
Let's do it.
All right.
When Chris said, rehearsal's over, it's time to do it with Neo, I was like, ready. I do not remember the last time I felt that good or sexy or confident dancing.
At first, I was a little worried about your confidence level, but the second the music started, it was that worry went away. Absolutely.
I mean, I was sad it was over. We had ran it the last time, you know, and we were all saying our goodbyes.
Okay, so check this out. So I have a show that I'm doing in February, Valentine's Day, and I would love for you to be I'd love for you to be my guest.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm totally there. Yay! Okay, I can tag you again.
He invited me to his concert in February, so I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, thank you.
Not a problem.
Thanks
Not a
so
problem.
much.
Thank you so much.
Proud of you.
This was amazing. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Have a good day.
I'll see you at the show.
Okay, yeah. See you in a few months.
All right.
Okay.
That was fun to just go for it. I mean, it reminded me of the good old days.
I gotta work on my moves.
I know.
You gotta help me.
Chris, do not dance. Heidi, do not let him dance.
Coming up.
Is that a pizza delivery man?
No.
Are you kidding me?
Like, why am I messing it all up? I want to be like the poster child for season 5, and I'm having the hardest time, like, controlling my binges.
Phase 3 started off great. I really hit the ground running. I did a circuit training fundraiser event to raise funds for cancer research. I did a mud run.
Finish the mud run under an hour. Feel amazing? Yes!
And then Chris sent me to Arizona to meet Dr. Paoletta to get a consult on my teeth.
We've assessed your smile, and we feel a set of new veneers will benefit you the most and give you a smile that you'll be happy with.
Great. Then, of course, there was the Neo concert.
Outside the forum. It was just so amazing. I got to meet with him beforehand, and he totally gave me like the longest hug and like spun me around. He's like, "Oh, my dancing queen," and it was just so cool. And I had all this amazing food and drinks. Having an amazing time at the Neo concert.
After the concert, I started falling into my bad habits.
Heidi and I have been talking to Rachel over the past few months, and she hasn't been doing well. She hasn't been completely clear with us about all of her struggles, and that's why I want to see what's really going on. So Heidi and I are going to send a private investigator out just to keep an eye on her for a day or two, because we need to see what's really happening. Because until we know all of the truth, we can't help her. Is that a pizza delivery man?
No.
It is. Are you kidding me?
We say never, ever, ever bring those foods into your home.
But now it's finally starting to make sense. There's a reason why her weigh-ins, they haven't been coming in good at all over the last few weeks. Would you reach out to her? Because I think she feels like she always has to please me, and I'm afraid that she would not come clean to me about this.
I'm happy to call her. Like, someone has got to talk to her and figure out what's going on.
I get it. I've had to struggle with an eating disorder for 10 years of my life, and it's something that needs to be taken seriously, and she needs support to get through these food issues, and I really do feel like I can help her through it.
How many pounds have you lost now?
Well, basically, I've lost 0. I'm up. I'm up 1.
So you're
Yeah.
up from the beginning of phase 3.
Yeah.
You can't keep suppressing all of these behaviors that you're experiencing.
There are going to be more times like this where you feel like you just want to give up because you're frustrated because things aren't working, but the reality is you are still a food addict. Like, that doesn't go away.
I have been there. I know what that's like. I know what it feels like to be in a place so dark that you never feel like you're going to get out.
It's like, why am I messing it all up? You know? Like, here I was like killing it, and I'm having the hardest time like controlling my binges.
You are now and will forever be a food addict. And until you realize and accept that, you'll never be on top of your addiction.
I think the biggest bit of advice I can give you right now is take it one day at a time.
Even after talking to Heidi, I'm still struggling a lot with my food addiction, but I'm seeing my therapist, and, you know, it's a long road to recovery, and I just have to remember that. Now I'm finally back on track nutrition-wise.
We all need a little sunshine.
I just got back from 2 hours of circuit training and made my smoothie, so the work I'm putting into the gym is finally making some progress. I'm really looking forward to seeing Chris and Heidi in Denver. I'm going to put on a happy face because I know it'll be fun to see them, but I'm worried. I feel like this weigh-in is going to be a big disappointment.
Everybody needs a little sunshine.
Today's the day of the 9-month weigh-in, and while I haven't seen Rachel, I've seen the surveillance footage, and it's not good. So I don't have high hopes. Well, hello. Welcome back to Colorado.
Thank you.
Rachel looks good. She does. I mean, she looked incredible at the 6-month mark. Oh my gosh, your teeth look incredible.
Thank you.
Dr. Bottolato is the best, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, you did mine. You did hers.
I had braces, my teeth were straight, but I hated the shape of my teeth, and now I just feel like I want to smile all the time. They're white, they're straight, they're perfect.
A lot happened in phase 3, you know, of course, with Neo and the teeth and all that stuff, but tell us what phase 3 was really like for you.
Phase 3 was a roller coaster. I mean, 1 and 2, I felt really confident, very strong, 99 to 95% on track. Phase 3 was like...
We saw the surveillance videos. We knew what was happening.
I have to say, I am so proud of you for opening up about this.
Thank you.
I'm just so glad that she and Heidi had been able to create a relationship over the phone, because now that they can see each other and work together in person, I really think that we can help Rachel.
When I finally understood that, like, it's a chemical reaction in your brain that makes addicts want that high, and whether it's a cigarette or gambling or food or whatever, you're just craving that. And so it's like, okay, it's science. I was just a person dealing with like a scientific thing that happens to many people.
Exactly.
You know, like something that a lot of people go through.
It's so much better that you messed up now and you realized that you're human just like the rest of us. We're not perfect.
Yeah.
You're gonna mess up a lot of times. So it's about picking yourself back up, confessing, reassessing, recommitting, and just getting right back on track.
I guess I didn't realize how much power food had over me. You know, you just figured, like, I got picked by Chris Powell. Like, everything's fixed now. It's the golden ticket, you know? Oh, life is perfect now. And that's not true at all. You know, life is still hard. And in fact, it's even harder because now I'm really trying to face things that I've ignored.
You're here for the 9-month weigh-in. So tonight's the night.
Okay.
And we'll see you in just a little bit.
All right. Sounds good.
Right.
Phase 3 was a roller coaster. I was falling into old habits, like with the stress of life, and I was letting my emotions get the best of me, and I was turning to food and binging and out of control at times when I didn't realize what I was doing until it was over. And so going into my 9-month weigh-in, I'm absolutely nervous that my phase 3 struggles will impede my chances of qualifying for surgery.
3 months ago, when you stepped on the scale, you weighed in at 179 pounds. I told you to get as close to 50% as possible. And that for you is 155 pounds.
Okay.
So tonight, when you step on the scale that says 155 pounds or less, well, it's just going to increase your chances that much more.
Okay.
Go ahead and step up on the scale.
As I'm about to step on the scale, I know I'm not half. I know I'm not 155. I'm probably 20 pounds up from that.
Rachel, you weigh 172 pounds right now. So that means in phase 3, you lost 7 pounds.
I know I could have done more, so I wish I knew if that number could be lower.
But nevertheless, you've lost 44.3% of your original body weight.
Yeah.
That's great. If that number was higher, it's just going to increase your chances of getting the surgery that much more.
Yeah.
Perfectionist Rachel, this isn't what you imagined your 9-month weigh-in was going to be like, right?
I know. I wanted to be like the perfect child.
I know.
Like, yay, there she went, 50%, done deal.
What happens when you
No
try to be
bumps and
perfect
bruises.
for too long?
I know. It's not feasible.
No, it's not.
In the first 6 months, Rachel lost 130 pounds. In the last 3 months, she lost 7. So, yeah, while she looks good and while she's made incredible progress, I'm conflicted about taking her in to see the surgeon, because even if she does qualify for surgery, she's going to be laid out for 8 weeks. There's a whole new slew of issues and struggles ahead. I don't know if she's ready for another huge life change. You look nervous.
I am. Can you hear my heart? Today's the day Chris is taking me in for a skin surgery consult. I guess I worry that I haven't done enough and that I'm going to be, and then I'm going to regret all my struggles in phase 3.
There she is. Hey, Doc. How you doing? Good to see you.
Hi.
This is Rachel.
Nice to meet you. Thank you. Sucks to look back and go, crap, could I have been stronger? I wish I could have been stronger. This is where, when I was super fat, I was Santa Claus.
Nice.
If I don't qualify for skin surgery right now, I will be very disappointed.
This feels mostly like skin, not a great excess of fat. Okay. And looking at your particular body configuration and what your concerns are, I think would make you a great candidate for skin reduction surgery.
Are you serious? Like now?
Yes, now.
Someone's here and I screwed it all up.
Coming up.
Put your hands together for the new Rachel! Today's the day of Rachel's surgery, and it's so hard to believe that 9 months have gone by.
It's absolutely fantastic what you've done. We are just so pleased, so proud.
Thanks, guys.
There you are.
Oh my gosh.
Hey.
Oh my gosh.
How proud are you of your little girl?
Very.
I hope you feel the blessings because we're so filled with Thanksgiving for you guys.
Seeing my parents there, I know how proud they are of me, and it means a lot to have them here and have them supporting me.
Okay, we're ready to go back to the operating room.
Bye, guys. Bye, Mama.
We've seen two sides of Rachel. We've seen her do amazing. We've seen her just rock 6 months of transformation. And we've seen her struggle through some really dark places over the last 3 months. The only thing is, though, the next 3 months are going to be the most difficult of her journey.
Okay. In 3 months at the finale, I will be the strongest, healthiest I have been in my whole life. I used to feel hopeless for a long time, that there was no hope for my future. I was a lost cause and I was going to die alone and unhappy. And now I feel like the world is full of possibilities, which is not how I felt a year ago.
What's up, everybody? Who's ready to see Rachel? She's on her way here right now. And I promise you, she does not look like that anymore. She who's so broken, who felt so worthless. And she's so different now. She's so full of life. When she was younger, she was athletic. She was beautiful. She was smart. She was popular. She was a cheerleader. She had her morals and she had her values and she prided herself on that. She was confident. She had self-esteem. She had it all. She fell in love, but he got her to compromise her morals. And shortly after that, he left her. And for Rachel, for the first time in her life, she was brokenhearted. Not knowing how to heal from that, she thought, I'm going to seek connection from all these other people because maybe they can help me feel worthy. So she's looking for worthiness everywhere else except within. And that went on for years, and broken heart after broken heart, disappointment after disappointment. She finally reached a point where she said, you know what, I need to protect myself from all of this hurt and all of this shame. So she ended up eating herself to over 300 pounds. And she built this protective layer around her. She just needed to learn how to love herself again, not to search for worthiness in other people. And it was amazing because when she began boot camp, she was a juggernaut. And it was so cool because she was realizing that she is worthy of this. She is worthy of love. She's strong, and she crushed it. I mean, she was a dream for me and my wife, Heidi. And it was so amazing because we just saw her blossom. After 90 days, we sent her home, and she continued to do well at home. She's got such an amazing support system. But once phase 3 came around, she realized that she was still in the grips of a very severe eating disorder, and she was a food addict. And so, yes, while she wasn't looking for that connection with other people anymore, she still tied her eating to her emotions. She realized that, hey, this is a problem that she's going to need to deal with and she's going to struggle with for the rest of her life. But as long as she has that understanding, she can control it. And so over the last couple months, she has come to grips with that. And it's been such an amazing journey for her. So with that being said, she's ready to see Rachel. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the new Rachel! Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the new Rachel! So let's talk about your year. You did a lot this year.
Yeah.
You realized a lot about yourself. You discovered yourself.
It's been a battle, you know, for like 13 years, pretty much. The missing ingredient was that I just wasn't like really changing on the inside. And as much as I thought you were going to teach me about how to work out really hard and how to eat well, which you did. But if anything, it was such a bonus to realize like how much I learned from you and Heidi about self-love and about like being totally honest, even when it's like so embarrassing. Keeping it back and hiding and like not telling people what I was really struggling with is how I kept gaining it back. You know, who was I really kidding? Like, oh, I got this, you know? But it was like, I don't have this. I said so many times I wanted to be like his perfect transformation. Like, I never messed up. I ate perfect every week. I did every workout perfectly, and like, can't do that for 52 weeks. Like, eventually, the things that got you there are gonna come back to haunt you. And so I just kept being really honest, and then going to therapy helped like so much. And I feel like I know myself a lot better, and I actually like really kind of like myself a lot. Like, I love myself. I mean, I'm flawed. We all are, but you know, you gotta love your flaws. Yeah. So I know my flaws, and I'm okay with them.
You know what? The rest of your life, you're gonna fall on your face 1,000 more times. So am I.
Yeah.
So are each and every one of you. We're all gonna mess up.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club.
I know.
Welcome to being human.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. So what do you say? We step on the scale.
Alrighty.
And we see how you're doing.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, Rachel, stand at the back of the scale.
Go right, go right.
Now, Rachel, 1 year ago, when you stepped on the scale, your journey began at 309 pounds. When you qualified for surgery, you were 172 pounds. You ready to see where you're at tonight?
Yeah.
All right, Rachel, take a deep breath and take your final step onto the scale.
I don't like myself, that's for sure. I just feel like such a freaking loser. Just a waste of talent, a waste of a human being. I'm a food addict. It's like the boyfriend that won't leave you.
Was it all because of him? That one guy?
No, don't go there.
This is your year to take that control back. He didn't put you on the sidelines. You put yourself on the sidelines. Yeah, there you go.
I used to feel there was like no hope for my future. I was a lost cause. I was going to die alone and unhappy.
You got this now. Come on.
Now I feel like the world is full of possibilities.
Now, Rachel, 1 year ago, when you stepped on the scale, your journey began at 309 pounds. You ready to see where you're at tonight?
Yeah.
All right, Rachel, take a deep breath and take your final step onto the scale. You're 164 pounds. You lost 145 pounds in 1 year.
It's crazy. It's more than I'm sure any of us weigh. And I can't believe she literally lost a person.
Unbelievable.
That's about her weight, I'm thinking, when she graduated from high school. And to go back and to see the young woman there today, we have our daughter back.
How's it feel?
I thought I was a lost cause. I thought, I'm 36, my ship has sailed, I'm never gonna get married, never gonna have babies. Like, all my friends did that already. I'm just gonna, like, you know, grow old and just get fatter and just, you know, give all my energy to my students, which I love doing, but I feel like I can be a better mom now. And I feel like I can be a better wife because I have myself figured out and I can love somebody now, you know?
Having gotten to know you over the last year, you are a catch. I can say that, right, babe? Okay, good. Because you're in such a wonderful place now, and you being you can pick and choose. And any man would be so lucky to have you in his life. I tell you that. Your journey isn't over. And a huge part of your continued transformation is paying it forward. So now I want to give you the opportunity to change somebody else's life. Here is a 1-week scholarship to Destination Boot Camp at the Anschutz Health and Wellness Center. You can give this to anybody who you feel is ready to take that step in their transformation.
There's one person that I love dearly, and I know that he would like to probably lose a little weight, and that's my dad.
Getting a scholarship was one of the most loving gifts that I've ever received from her, and she's been very generous and loving, and I was absolutely flattered.
We are excited about knowing what we can do as seniors to be the healthiest we can be.
Ladies and gentlemen, the new Rachel.
I can't believe this is over. It like flew by, and yet so much has happened. Like, I think about 365 days, it kind of feels like 1,000 days.
Yeah.
You know, because each day was like really packed.
Yeah, a lot of memories.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, I'm sad. I'm excited, but it's going to be weird not seeing you guys as much.
So proud of you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for just being like the most amazing people. You guys are like truly so caring and so nurturing, and you put your heart and soul into each person. And you guys are like, you're blessings, you're angels, like on earth. And the world is a better place because of you two. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
I'm so proud of you.
Rachel, I am so proud of you. You said you were going to do it 365 days ago, and you did it. And you look amazing, and you're finally healthy, and you're finally in a body that serves your career and will allow you to hopefully start a family. And I love you, and I'm so proud of you because you did it. I can't believe that was me. I remember saying that to the camera and wanting this moment like so bad. And I did it, and it's more than I could have expected. Holy
Army Hammer on a new Kimmel later tonight. On the next Extreme Weight Loss, we follow 2 different stories of transformation. Panda is a camp counselor who feels more at home in his cabin than with the adoptive family that raised him. And John, the former pro football player, ready to make a play for his life. With the help of superstar running back LaShawn McCoy.
There it is!
One client will finish in record time. The other may not finish at all. On the next Extreme Weight Loss.